Who wants to recap? Who remembers what happened?
You having issues, Walter?
Nope, I got it.
We found a secret passage in Tazza's father's room. A lot of us chilled up there while two down. Tazza's father got a lovely stabby in the kidney.
By Tazar, yep.
By Tazza. And
because Tazar said, fuck that guy.
We then vamoosed while being chased by the Praetorians that were still in the city. Really, Petrus came out in bunny slippers to tell them to stop.
Bunny slippers, a newspaper, wearing a freaking nightgown in like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Like, God fucking guys! Shut the fuck up! Tazza's father was not dying to the poison. He's actually getting better.
Nope.
By Mr. Wizard Boy, and who, after getting some information from him, was killed by said Wizard Boy from a long distance.
Yep.
We then sanctified the body and
burned the shit out of it. Yep. And then we left the party. If I remember, you guys have a decision to make. So the options, just for you guys to kind of discuss among the group that is here. You have about 3 to 4 of them in front of you. You could literally go out and confront the Illithid menace right now, and go out to the ruins and just duke it out and see what happens. You could go to a shear to see about maybe gaining information and doing some studying of the enemy. It's always a good thing. Information's a powerful tool.
And finding out what happened to the Praetorians and all of it.
Well, that's another option, to go to Amir to find out what happened there. Or to go to Forge Hammer and go talk with the dwarves and see if maybe they can help. So as a group,
we'll go to a share.
Or option 5, figure out what do whatever y'all want to do as a group. So I think you guys hadn't decided when we ended. So what do you all want to do? What would you all want to do as a group?
Sheer is the information one, right?
Yes, Sheer is the Isle of Dragons, is where Mr. Cam's from. Mm-hmm. And they basically have the biggest repository of history and ancient history on the entirety of Illyria. So they're like the Citadel in Game of Thrones.
We've got the Library of Alexandria.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
They're all that's what's there. Forge Hammer, is, hey, we have military production, people, we haven't really been touched by this whole war just yet. So they may be a powerful ally. You could always go to Voland too and go see how the French are doing.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody wants to do that. So
I mean,
how many days of cold do we have?
You have a week, if I remember. So
we're gonna have to make a stop in not Meidendorf?
If you guys go to a shear, you would have to stop in Voland somewhere. If you go to Forge Hammer, you can get to Forge Hammer time. And
actually,
they do
is this
have
ship even the same fucking speed as the old
one? It is. It is actually got more stores than the old one. So you actually have the range.
We could have the range if we actually had the stuff to fill it with. Remember, right? Waldenstein was a week from Aurelian.
Yep.
We could go to Lemicourt. Just.
As a quick aside here, apparently Democrats are pulling in the Democratic Party and joining the Republicans.
Yes, there's like 4 of them that have said that they might be leaving. So
yeah, that's crazy.
One confirmed, and there's been 3 other rumored. So
anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yep.
Um,
So
there's
Yeah.
also the aspect of we wanted to attempt to get the curse off that greatsword, which we've got like 8k sat ready to go for that.
It would take a month to do.
Aye, but
I
that
think
would,
what it was.
but it's an item we can then come back and retrieve.
True.
And
you don't.
we could also discuss this with veterans. If we head to Forge Hammer or to Ashir, we could possibly take an Elven ambassador with us. Try and get relations
Forge
going.
Hammer's going to be closer for them because you remember Forge Hammer is landlocked and they share a land border with the Empire. So
Yeah.
At the moment, by air is safer though.
air is safer, but Forge Hammer, the dwarves also have a pretty. They're not as big as say Avalon was, but they do have a pretty decent sized airship navy too. Actually,
So there's also the aspect of the dwarves could, probably help Avalon with dealing with the Illithid issue. Thing is,
yeah.
one that tunnel fighting is kind of a dwarf specialty, and they've been fighting these fucking worms for years. They got expertise. And in turn, it would bring you start building the alliance that is going to be required, for what is clearly going to be a climactic battle.
Or we could just do the battle right here, right now, and see what happens. I mean, that's the options.
Yeah.
Everybody roll new characters.
I mean, you have a fucking airship cruiser with big guns on it, so.
I mean, I highly
I
doubt that.
feel like the action economy against the 1,000-ship fleet would not be in our favor.
Well, no, I'm talking about fighting the Illithid. I'm not talking about going to Avalon.
Oh.
Yeah, but
So.
the thing is, the Illithid are underground.
Yeah.
Yes, those big guns really become fucking useless quick.
You know the thing about being under the earth? You got some fucking amazing earthworks.
It's like the Japanese in World War II.
So, what are we doing, guys? What's the party wanting to do?
I mean, in Iwo Jima, they did suffocate people in caves with flamethrowers, but
True.
need a really big flamethrower for that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cam!
More fire.
Yes.
How big a flame can you create?
Not big enough to clear out that kind of tunnel.
I think I'm leaning towards a shear.
So our choice is to go to Ashir and get information, or
Forge Hammer and get people and supplies and material, and
building
also
the alliance
information.
and army,
and also information.
because they probably have some information.
Yeah. Because they're going to have an idea about purple worms and stuff, because they're native from, remember, they're native from their area. We talked about that, so.
Yeah. So basically, our choice is to help Aileron deal with its immediate threat right now by trying to forge an alliance with the dwarves, or we just yeet the fuck off and say, yeah, you can deal with that.
Yeah.
Seeing as how they already infiltrated the city once.
I guess Forge Hammer it is then.
I'm just saying. And while this is happening, we can leave the great sword here in the Ministry of Arcane and have them fix the enchantment. We've got 8k set aside for that.
The other thing to think about, what does Aurelian already have covered?
What do you mean? What I guess specifically, what are you asking for that, Canthu?
Because us going over to the dwarves to help forge an alliance, that sounds like
they have a
King's Envoy territory, and they might already have that dealt with. Or
they haven't gone to Forge Hammer. They went to Osterich, and that's about it. They've been trying to get with the Avalonian Admiralty that's there in Osterich from the fleet and the Osterichy government. They're trying to work on
haven't
that.
really talked after the construct incident.
Yeah, which was Arrear's predecessor. By the way.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Coin miner.
They have really been they're not.
Be back.
They're an ice. It's like icy. Their relationship's kind of icy, and the king hasn't really gone to Forge Hammer. Ostrich, he went because there was opportunity for him to procure ability to build ships for the new Imperial Navy that's coming online, and he's already purchased a ship as well. So, they're trying to get that stuff to start getting their military force up to speed. That's why he went to Ostrich. He hasn't gone to Forge Hammer yet. So
yeah, I don't expect the king himself to go, but I would not have been surprised if they had sent an envoy just to
also
talk, and they have an embassy there already.
Yeah. Also, there's been a lot of death and destruction in the palace. They're kind of short on envoys right now.
Is this something we should check with the king first?
Khazar kind of murdered one of them, so technically, because that one was masquerading as old Tazar. So
yeah, but they're gonna have an embassy already there, aren't they?
No, they do not have an embassy in Forge Hammer.
So are they even going to be willing to help?
That's something that y'all have to find out.
I mean, we may get there and they're going to turn around and be like, yeah, that's their problem. How long would it take to get to Forge Hammer again?
We probably, let's see.
Weekish.
Yeah.
So right now we're right in between.
Like 4 days. It's like 4 days, maybe.
4 days? What?
Well, you have a bigger, faster ship. Yeah, 4 days.
So,
why would this be faster?
Bigger engines.
Bigger engines, yeah.
Oh, I thought he said it was the same
Bigger
speed.
mass. Bigger drag.
Better built, too.
Better built, still has a relatively aerodynamic hull form, but bigger engines.
Yeah.
All add together to make something go faster. Bigger.
So, what was everyone planning to go with while I was outside?
We're still debating that. It sounds like your vote was for Forge Hammer, I'm assuming. Brexit, right?
Yeah. And to talk to
what is your
envoy.
Yeah. What is your the other thing too is maybe to escort the envoy. I think that's what he was thinking,
Yeah,
Panther.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. We take the envoy straight to Forge Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've got a ship.
What would we be going to Ashir to find out?
Information. It was more of a general, I guess, information dive.
It'd be more of a history. The
Yeah.
histories that might have been lost that they may still have some
from the cataclysm, from the war and stuff like that. That not a lot of people have access to outside of Ashir. Because a lot of those through the times have either been burned because people thought it was heretical and blah 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 because it didn't conform to certain religions. And things like that. So like the full account of what actually happened is in Ashir. Like that they actually have the full account of what happened. A lot of the other places it's a lot of conjecture of because of our religion did this or this person did this, da 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 da. So I mean, Aileron has some of that too, but not as much as Ashir does. Like Aileron sent most of what they had to Ashir after the war.
They kind of wanted to forget about it.
Yeah.
Also, look how good we were.
Uh-huh.
They basically wanted to hold on to the aspect that we're still like very powerful.
Exactly.
Thing is, that empire was completely fucking shattered by that.
So, Campier, what's your vote, sir?
In character?
Yeah.
Well, can't deny it would be nice to go home, but also something has to be done about the elves and the dwarves.
So 2 for Forge Hammer. Cash, you got anything to say or add to the discussion with either of your characters?
As they're sitting there playing solitaire and Garbage sharpening an axe, neither of them really seem to concerned.
Give a
Y'all make a
shit.
decision, we're here, kind of thing. Mr. Gozik?
I'm thinking probably going to Forge Hammer would be nice for some supplies. Make Plode great again, and we can always go to Sheer afterwards potentially.
That is another point for you there, Arita, is probably the supplies needed to build Plode back up to his full size are probably a lot cheaper there.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn Plode into a wall?
That's right.
Give it the
He has
doors
2
now.
deployable shields from his forearms.
It's just the wall shield from Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's Orm and Reed.
Oh my
Double
God.
doors. The fucking double door shields.
That's
Mhm.
God.
3. Orm
Yeah.
and Reed was like the better one. It was like 2
bef-
interlocking like iron shields. It was great.
Before we go, how difficult would it be to get my hands on a language book of Elven and Dwarvish?
Elven would not be hard. It's pretty common. It's like 20 gold pieces.
That sounds like something I should pick up like 2 or 3.
20 gold pieces. It depends. Are you wanting the full, like, this is the entirety of Elvish?
Or is it
It's
Elvish
20 gold
and
pieces.
Dutch
This
already
is- yeah.
going for it?
I need to read this in order to be able to speak Elvish, that book.
Yeah, 20 gold pieces.
Probably a good idea. Grab those.
It's an
Yeah.
advanced skill level, like Rosetta Stone level kind of class where you will learn, like, speak fluently and read fluently.
While he does that as well, Potion of Necrotic Resistance, is that here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do those run for?
150 gold ish. They're a little bit
Ish.
more expensive right now because
Yeah.
the
That's
military
currency.
is been trying to buy some of that for, dealing with illithid and other things that have been reported. So it's a little bit higher than normal, but 150, 175, depending on where you go to one store, it might be a little more.
I'll be back
So-
real quick.
Depending on where
Take
they've
2.
been grabbing supplies from.
So we are going to Forge Hammer, it sounds like. So, cool.
Let's talk
Or
to
Jam.
Petrus. Thing is, Canther has brought up a great point of, hey, learning Elvish is probably going to be helpful and beneficial to us. It's sort of become our base of operations at the moment.
And I mean,
time being.
Dwarvish, is a little bit uncommon here, so it's gonna be a little more. But you also
That's
have two
fine.
native speakers of Dwarvish.
You've got
Three
2 native
native
speakers, and I can also do it because
Yeah,
it's kind.
Yeah.
And so can Carbon.
so can Carbon. So,
Now I'm feeling left out.
but you're the only one that speaks Draconic out of everybody. So,
True.
Bag of holdings are sold.
Which also really helps him because I don't think that's a
We haven't
very
run to
common
a single fucking person who speaks it, so thanks.
Yeah, it's not exactly a common language, which actually gives him massive advantage, as we saw in the duel with Carbon.
To an extent, it's because it's what he uses for magic, yeah, but
No one knows what the fuck he's about to pull out of his hat.
oh, what are we doing?
so how much is the dwarven book? You never really gave it. Number.
Dwarven is gonna be like 35.
35 gold.
it's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Yeah, I think I'll pick up a pair of 2 elven books and a dwarf book.
picking up 2 of each.
2 and 1.
No, 2 and 1.
Because I'm practically the only one who actually needs to still learn dwarvish.
Tazar doesn't, but
And-
Tazar really don't need it. So
Yeah. And everyone except for Tazar doesn't know elvish, so I figured
Yeah.
2 more than 1 is probably ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take you some time to read it though. So.
I've got a week trip, so
Oh, it'll be more than a week though. So.
I This is the entirety of this language. Enjoy.
Yeah, and this isn't the For Dummies book like some other people have read.
It's not conversational. It's literate.
It's full blown.
You will be able to speak and read this completely by the end of this book. You have been warned.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was 75 gold total?
Yep. Alright, so we are in Aileron. Is there anybody you would like to speak to before you go for Forge Hammer?
Probably Petrus to see if we can get an
Okay.
envoy.
I would like to speak to the GM.
Would you? Okay. About what?
It's the armband suppressed the stuff.
Prestidigitation.
Yes. What would you like to know about them?
So, when you wear the armbands, you have a +1 bonus to dexterity checks.
Yes.
I asked for some help. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus because they may have interpreted it wrong, but I asked for some help. Someone just said it basically means I have an increased dex modifier.
Yes, you get a +1 to all your dex checks with it.
Does this mean also like my armor class and my spell save and attack bonus?
It's any checks that you get
If it
with
uses dexterity.
Yes.
Oh
So
fuck!
if your armor is dex based, then yes, it applies.
Actually, I need to recalculate that.
So basically, what you need to do is it's not a straight up mod. Just it's the characteristic, not the actual mod that comes off the
Yep.
characteristic.
It's how it's worded. So if it's just for ability checks using dexterity, it's just for ability checks and like attacks.
Yeah.
So you need to read it in particular with it. So
any skill you would use that requires dex, basically it adds.
Oh. All right. So with that out of the way, you all go see Petrus, and he's no longer in his pajamas. He's in his normal, working attire. It's early morning still. Just finished breakfast, and on the ship, like he hasn't gone down to the palace yet. He's probably been working with Roland and stuff like that, getting everything prepped. They brought the ship down during the night and parked it in the river, like where we parked the Stingray. And
He's
they've
been sitting here like this is a fucking cruise. I'm enjoying myself. I am not getting
Yeah.
off unless I fucking have to.
And he's coordinating. They took some people with them down to Ostrich, and they're coordinating the unloading of supplies and things from the cruiser into Aileron, like building pieces to build cannon shells for ships. They're bringing all of that technology here to start production here. That trip wasn't just to go get the ship. There was a lot more to it.
Yeah.
This was just the first shipment of it. So they've been trying to secure it, and that's why he's on the boat. So, but he's waiting for y'all probably in one of the in the canteen or the cafeteria area, and he's just kind of waiting. He's like, "You guys needed to talk to me?"
Yes. We have sort of an idea of getting the thing is there's the Illithid situation and how they're underground.
Yes.
We were thinking of maybe this would be a good time to forge allegiances with the dwarves, native tunnel fighters.
Good idea. And you see him kind of hesitate for a second. I don't know how that's going to go, but it's a good idea. We can always try. Have anybody in mind to take with you to be a representative? Or maybe someone to talk on our behalf?
Yes, we were looking for your suggestion on a royal envoy.
Well, we should probably send someone that has some contacts in Fort Chamber, should we not?
Yes, that would probably be most beneficial. Wait, I see where this is going.
You have anybody that in mind?
If he's still in the city, I'd say Boomsticks? He is
Believe
scared.
he still is.
Hey, Minnie, you get to ride with your boss.
Damn it, I was hoping he was dead.
Oh,
Would you like me to send for him?
It would have. Yes. Boomsticks would probably be the most. Well, the most logical choice in this situation.
Probably going to be the most literate in terms of, the entirety of how the political spectrum within Forge Hammer is going to work.
Also,
No
the guy
offense
that's
to Gauze, and, well, offense to Arrear because Arrear probably has no idea, to be completely honest.
He's gonna be lucky if he doesn't get fucking arrested immediately.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't. My character's never been there.
Well, you're notorious in Forge Hammer, by the way.
Yeah, your family name is your clan
Your
name.
family name? Yeah.
Because you're all a bunch of crazy. They all got kicked out because of fucking coin mine.
Yep. I'll send for him, and I'll inform him of the situation and what I'd like him to do, and I'll send him to you guys are ready to depart. Didn't take very long.
Fantastic.
I spoke with him a couple of days ago after the attacks. Well, not a couple of days ago, but when we came back, I spoke with him, and yeah.
What did I just hear
Hopefully-
a Mario beep?
Yeah,
I
why
did
did I
too.
hear that?
I did.
I
too.
don't know. That was weird.
I was like,
Don't know.
Be afraid.
Oh, is it?
Is
It's
it the clock?
stop fucking with the fucking clock. Okay. All right. So, Petrus is gonna go get all that coordinated. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before we depart for Forge Hammer?
Our bag of bag of holdings sold here.
Yes.
How much?
Yes, they are. I remember how much did I charge you guys for those?
Like 300, 350, I think.
500.
500?
Five. Yeah, it was 5.
Sold.
Huh, you go buy a bag of holding. Now
You
everybody
actually
in
have
the
the
party.
money?
Everybody in the party
yeah.
now has a bag of holding.
Except for Carbon.
Okay. Cause yeah.
I swear we gave Carbon the wizard's one.
No,
What?
well, Minnie had Tazar's, and then Minnie also had the Wizards one too.
No, I didn't.
I think somebody
Minnie
had the
did.
Wizards one.
Minnie
think they
had
would've
Tazar's
trusted me with
and
that.
Carbon had the wizard's one.
That's right.
Carbon had nobody's.
Good, we gave it to you.
News to me.
This entire time it's like, huh, I didn't realize.
So it was probably somewhere in the closet, like some random, just closet locked up somewhere.
Yeah. Someone just yeeted it somewhere, no one fucking remembered to give it to her,
Yup.
apparently.
So-
did
so
we
that
get it?
bag of-
Did we get the bag back from the one people who were breaking the spell on it? But that's
yeah.
the last time I remember interacting with it.
Yeah, because they gave it back, but they gave us all the
Yeah,
items in
and
the
they
bag.
told you about they gave you the bag, and the bag,
Had all the items, and they gave us a list with what the items did.
and you never really gave it to anybody. I thought it was either like
I just thought we
Either
gave it to
I
Carbon.
feel like I would have given that to Star,
yeah. Oh well.
because
So,
I don't think we had Carbine yet, did we?
Anywho, it doesn't
That doesn't
matter.
matter.
There's the wizard bag somewhere, and now Minnie has a bag of holding. So there you go.
no, me and Carbon showed up at the same time.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh yeah. Where's my fucking pizza?
I'm waiting on my pizza too.
Oh my god.
Pizza Sunday!
Fuck.
So
Fucking Cards Against Humanity. Waiting for
All of
pizza.
it.
so if you guys are waiting, Boomstick does arrive on the ship and has his little meeting with the king, and he does agree to go along with you all to Forge Hammer. Partly also so he can check in on his family and his holdings there to make sure that not everything is on fire and stuff like that. So a free ride to Forge Hammer. I'm gonna take that. Is basically his idea. So, is there any other things that you want to accomplish? You buy the bag of holding. Is there anything else before we leave? All right, and we are departing Aileron then. So,
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Feel like you're forgetting something?
Yeah. Something that we wanted to do before we left.
Wait, don't leave me in Aileron.
Nope, it's not that. We definitely want to leave him. But that
Sword?
might just be Starfinder, maybe?
Sword?
Sword?
Take the sword to go get it fixed?
That was already being worked on.
Yes, the sword. We wanna drop
Carband
the sword
sword?
off. Yeah, we want to drop the carband sword off. Get it sorted while you're away.
And while they do
It'll be
that,
a
I'm
Alright,
gonna start
Caravan.
rebuilding Plode.
Oh yeah,
So
actually,
they-
there's some
Caravan,
miscellaneous items I
if
could buy.
or do you give them the sword then for them to go work on it, or are you going to hold on to it?
Carband's holding on to it.
Come on, man. We got the 8K for it right here.
Use it for something else.
Ugh.
A
A nuclear
believe you
option is not a good one. But it hurts your allies.
But no, how much is a flask? Just like an empty flask.
5 gold.
Yeah, it's cheap as shit. Oh yeah, I do need to
Uh,
pick up a couple more of those. To replace the ones I filled.
I'd like to buy 4.
Alright, so 20 gold for flasks and
Screw it.
then whatever you want. Alright. So Caravan does not give up the sword, so we'll just leave and head for Forgehammer then. Alrighty. So
Oh,
you
I feel
guys
like
ship
this could end really poorly.
I know,
you
right?
guys the ship rises up out of the river. And you set course, and Roland sets course for Forgehammer. And start your trip. What are we doing on the trip to Forgehammer? It's going to take about 4 days. What is everybody wanting to do in those 4 days?
I would like to start prototyping and building the melee weapons with blunderbusses on them, basically.
Okay, so the stuff with that. So
Darius.
So yeah, I will
Okay.
hand you the spears that we retrieved from that town.
How many spears was it?
5.
all right. So
And
Um,
I guess on the way I'm going to be learning Elvish.
okay, you're going to
I'm-
be learning Elvish or Dwarvish.
Hey. Nah, Dwarvish first.
Okay,
Well,
I'm just making sure. That's why I was making sure. All right. Minnie, you said you're gonna work on Plode. We'll do your checks for that. Is Caravan or Tarzar doing anything in particular?
Cesar's gonna go find somewhere to practice throwing daggers.
Okay. All right, and Caravan's probably just gonna do Caravan things.
Sharp.
Sleep. Maintain weapon.
Sleep,
Sleep.
maintain weapon, sleep, go eat.
Eat. Sleep. Maintain weapon.
Look menacing somewhere
He's
on
actually-
the ship.
He's actually going to go see if they can use his help in the gun turrets
Okay.
as a loader.
Okay.
When for if they're in ship combat,
Okay. Learning how to load the cannons, the big ones.
because he's he figures I'm strong. Those look like really big
Those
guns.
things are fucking
help.
big. Yep. Someone has pitched the theory of making a gun-assisted Minotaur shot. I mean, that was one of the crew recommendations to you, by the way, when you're sitting there.
Load the Minotaur into the cannon.
Caravan kind of stares at him. Says, "Sure, if we could sit on you first."
Wilhelm scream.
Wilhelm scream. Ah!
Hey, Minnie, don't forget your deal with Boomstick.
Yeah. Boomstick's on the boat.
He is.
Kidding.
He's on the
Yes,
boat,
he is.
motherfucker.
Yep.
I'm on a boat.
All right,
Float comes
so
first.
I need intelligence checks for Star and Mini, and Star, I need you to make 5 rolls for me with your intelligence check. Mini, I need you to make 3.
Perfect.
Let's do this.
Darius, I will give you the option if you want to assist Star with Gazik. Assist Gazik with the production of the 5 spears if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you get advantage stuff. I'm assuming.
So
Yes.
10 rolls. Okay.
Yep.
I'll take the best. Oh,
Yeah.
roll them as 2s and then take the best out of those.
Just for the simple fact that you probably know the ins and outs of spears pretty well. That's why you're getting the bonus. So.
I mean, I'm pretty familiar with how this weapon clearly works,
So.
and the design is the exact same.
You just don't have the technical aspects of actually producing it.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Star. Start your rolls, buddy.
Alright, I finished.
Alright, what did you get, Minnie?
21, 7, and then 22.
Okay,
None
so
of natural.
you're able to produce 2 of the 3 panels that you wanted to produce for Plode out of the scales. If that's what you're doing.
No, I'm rebuilding him to his normal size to then be able to
so
mount those.
you get to a point where you need
He's
another
all normal
day.
size except for one arm.
Yeah, he's missing an arm.
Alright.
Like Quagmire after he discovered the internet.
Claude, where have you been?
Where have you been?
Doing
Internet
stuff.
Doing
Yeah, you put the
stuff.
arm on the wrong part of Plode. That doesn't
It's
go
between
there.
the legs.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
go
no.
there.
I need to get Master's mail. Fuck it, just comes out between his legs. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Flexes
well,
with
I
it.
got my rolls.
All right. What'd you get, Star?
16, 15, 21, 21, 14.
You are able to create 4 out of 5 spears. The 5th one, you almost get to it, but you need a little more time.
It was my. I take it as the way I think about it is like it's my first one, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have to restart this one.
Yeah. The other ones you do, so you have 4 out of the 5 at your disposal as gun spears now. Darius.
Oh! Oh!
God.
Oh.
Oof.
I take it this takes me the whole time, whole trip.
Yeah, basically it's the whole trip.
4 days,
Other
4
than
spears.
Yep, 4 days, 4 spears. So, all right. So, Camp there, Mr. Cam, reading for 4 days. You understand like at a kindergarten level Dorvish at this point in 4 days, which is pretty good. You're not.
Twat.
You can kind of pick up on some of the common words and things that are used.
Adonde es
but,
bathroom.
yeah, but basically it's kind of a
Shit is on the left.
bastardization of you're still using common in some parts because it's like I don't know this word, so you're kind of like saying stuff in Dorvish, and then all of a sudden it comes out in common, and then like you flip back and forth, or you can flip into Draconic if that's more of your first language, which would be hilarious.
They aren't gonna stand shit.
What did he say? Yeah.
Dwarvish in this universe, what is it based on? Is it based on like Warhammer Dwarvish or
Yeah, it's more Tolkien Dorvish.
not Kazaleed? Damn.
Yeah.
I could really fuck with everyone just start speaking
Anyway.
Kazaleed right now.
On the evening of the 4th day.
Ash Nazg.
you arrive to the proximity of Forge Hammer. Now, for those that have the uninitiated, Forge Hammer is a fortress under a large mountain range in the northern part of Illyria. They do have a portion of the city. It's mainly like the docks. They do have a dock part sticking out of the mountains. Kind of think of like almost like a space elevator kind of thing from Halo, but it's not all the way up into the sky.
Towers.
Yeah. So this one, you see them sticking up from like peaks and stuff like that. You come closer, and you just see like a big thing of stone. Like this is made out of stones reaching up into the sky. There's watchtowers on similar mountainsides and things like that. And you see cannons and stuff. You see a wall along some of the mountains. Like this place is fortified to basically hold out against anything and everything that would probably come into this area.
You look down, you see a wall. What you think is a wall? No, it's not. It's just dwarves in their armor.
No, it's a wall, and it has the cannons, and you all have seen Attack on Titan, right? You know how the cannons they can elevate. These things are elevating, and they're looking at you guys, and you guys are looking through your spyglasses and stuff.
It's a random ship that's come out of nowhere.
Yep. So
who is the king under the mountain?
Who is the king under the mountain? Who wants to roll a history check to see if they know?
Since I'm a dwarf. Since I'm a dwarf and have been.
You would know.
Okay.
You would know.
Yeah. You've been to you know. Araya probably wouldn't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I may have been taught.
Yes, so roll me history checks for those
22.
things that they have. 22?
20 non-natural.
20 non-natural. Tazar and Carvan, do you guys want to get on this?
For a history check?
Yeah, for the
I got
Dwarven
13.
King.
Tazar probably wouldn't know.
Carvan would.
Carvan
would.
Yeah,
because
Carvan
they pass through here.
toured extensively there. That's why he knows
Yeah.
more of it.
So, everybody knows the way that the dwarves work is it is all clan houses. So, like Gozik, your family, Flintstriker, is mainly known to be kind of in the Rangers. They're the ones that kind of range out beyond into the mines and stuff like that. And that's what drew you to do what you wanted to do. Duskhelm has been completely just excommunicated from the entirety of Dwarven society due to a couple of very foul experiments that went wrong in Forge Hammer about 100 years ago. And your forefathers were basically banished from Forge Hammer, which they do keep in their Book of Grudges. Yes, the Book of Grudges exists. And it's not just for foreign nations or peoples. It is for people that are also internal, and it's mainly people that are.
That's what the Book of Grudges is. It's every grudge ever.
Every grudge ever. So every little offense ever, anything of that nature is in there.
Dwarves pass the sins of the father to the son?
Yes, they do.
Sorry, Minnie, you're staying on the ship.
Well, I guess I'll get that arm right this time.
The current ruling family is your last name is Thronebreaker, by the way.
Sounds like they took the throne by force.
Yes, they did. The history of that.
I got that idea.
Yes, Thronebreaker, and the current king is Jodric, and that's Jodric. Jodric.
Jordick.
Jodric.
Got it, Joffrey.
I may be the only one who survives after this
Jodric.
incident.
Yeah, Jodric.
Okay. How do you spell it
Jodric
again?
Thornbreaker. Jodric.
Jodric.
Godric, yeah. Here's a name for you in the generator: Troll Shield. God. What do you think
Troll
that
Shield.
family does? Troll Shield. Shields of Trolls. Okay.
Door
Anyway,
shields.
so the dwarven, so basically there's a ruling, the ruling families, they all kind of specialize in their jobs and positions within Forgehammer, or within there. Thornbreaker's the ruling class. The old family was actually related to the Dusk Elms, and they were also excommunicated once the throne was taken over. So, and the reason is there was a little bit of an issue. Some of the dwarves didn't agree with the old royal family, so yeah, they basically killed them and installed a new king. And they've been on the throne for about 150 years. Been pretty recent, but yeah, the other royal family, there's been rumors that they basically have melted into society elsewhere. So you guys approach. Mr. Boomstick goes up and he signals. He gets a little signal light and signals down to the wall to basically say, "Hey, we're friendly. Don't kill us."
There's
And
a dwarven Morse code which nobody knew.
Dwarven Morse code, basically, and the cannons do kind of turn
De-elevate.
back off and de-elevate. And you guys move into one of the docks, and you guys get docked up on one of the tall space-like elevators leading down into Forgehammer.
Needle. I mean, what?
Yeah, basically. So it's basically like how they used to park Zeppelins in New York City in the 30s, bring them in on the skyscrapers, and then anchor them onto the little port for it. So you guys are up about 500 feet in the air, attached to this little stone rise out of this mountain.
Man,
And
500
guys,
people to the mountain. That's a new one.
yes, yes. And you guys can see, you can probably park multiple ships on one of these spires coming out of the mountain. Like, you could probably, on the one you're on, like, you could probably fit 40, like, ships at your size on this thing. These things are huge.
Well, damn.
So, who's all going down?
I'll yell timber.
Might as well.
Well, has Plode been fixed completely, or is his arm still?
His arm is still kind of fucked up. It's still not in the right place. It's not working right.
Down by his dick.
Yeah.
Hold my head on backwards,
So-
you great oaf.
How dare you?
So while
C-3PO in episode 5.
just for clarification, this is like Forgehammer
Mhm.
City, like the main city.
We're not
Yes,
even
this is
inside. We're outside
We're not even in-
of the mountain at the moment.
Yeah, you're not even in yet. This is just the docks for the city. For the keep. And the keep is the whole city, by the way. It's not just, it's the whole city.
The entire city
So-
is inside the mountain,
Yes.
over many different levels and width.
So does the
Because-
the spire, it's like expose the elements and all that jazz, and
It's made,
we actually go
it
in-
was,
It's
Yeah,
designed
so-
to allow airships to dock to it, so that.
so
people
you
aren't
dock,
I mean,
and
the personnel
External.
platform section.
so you guys walk off the ship. There's a walkway and there's an elevator, and it's a full steam-powered elevator, by the way. That basically goes from each level as it needs. You call it up, it'll come up, and it's basically built to an industrial level. So it's those big cargo elevators that you see that you can put, thousands and thousands of pounds of stuff on. And they go up and down. So they use it to move crew. They move munitions, supplies, anything like they need. Yeah. They could probably, and looking at this rear, like when you guys get off the ship, you could probably fit a tank into one of these things. That's how big it is.
I wonder
So-
why.
Alright, I'll go with him.
Yeah.
Or attempt to.
So, when you guys do get there, there is a dwarf that is tying you down that probably is in charge of this level. For, making sure that ships are properly secured and they don't go sailing off somewhere. Because that would look very bad.
I need a docking charge and a name.
Um,
Well, they don't ask for either, so
You don't get in the reference. Fuck you all.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
go ahead, Canty.
is that the very first one? At the very, very beginning?
Yes. When Captain Jack arrives on his fucking sinking ship. Little fucking rowboat with a sail.
Slightly off topic, but coincidentally, I view that whole scene as the place I work. Just
I
make
view
it.
that whole scene as your
The
life.
boat? The boat?
The boat,
Anyway,
him
guys.
just making it.
Anyway, guys.
Oh, yeah. So that elevator goes, like, straight down into the mountain, or?
Oh, yeah. It goes all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
And there's multiples of these things, too. Like, there's not just the one. There's one on each side. And it's not like it's closed or anything. It's open. Once you guys get on the elevator and go down, it's open. So you're seeing the stone. You're passing, as you pass, like, all the, like, where you would dock. Like, each of the openings where they unload stuff. You, like, as you go by, you just see, like, oh, look, there's sky, and then stone, and then more sky, and then more stone as you're going down. So, is anybody afraid of heights? Is the question.
Cam doesn't trust the elevator, but as long as it doesn't have a ceiling, he can make do.
Oh, there is a ceiling at the top, because the pulley has to go somewhere.
No, it just needs a cage. It just needs an arc to attach to. It doesn't need a ceiling.
There's a ceiling.
There's a
Yes,
cage
there is
at the ceiling.
So, and this elevator ride, it's a good 10 minutes. Like, this thing it's big. It goes deep into the mountain, too. You guys get to the point where you reach the first level, and there's an actual, like, walkway up the mountain, like a trail. And it seems like this is how they get people that come from other places that don't have airships. They get on these, too. So this is, like, the entry for everybody. Comes through these fires. As you guys get down into the mountain, you notice it just turns into stone wall. And about 2 more minutes go by, and you guys finally reach the bottom of the elevator. And come down, and you see down and look
the
up,
exact
and
same
it is
scene you see whenever you walk into Ironforge for the first time. The actual city.
Yeah, so you guys walk out, and there's a large. It's a castle. It has walls. It's a very fortified city. You look up to the sky. There's no sky. It's rock. It's there's lights. You see torches. Just littered everywhere. That's the light in here is torches. But you look up to the sky, and there's no sky. It's mountain. And this whole cavern is miles. Like, you feel like you didn't go down that far, but going back and out, just how big this cavern is, it's either done by the dwarves or they found this big cavern in the mountain. Nobody really knows, but it's massive, and you see there's a road network. It just looks like a regular city, other than it's in the mountain. And there's a guard, and the gate. There's a guardhouse that is right next to the elevator, and there is a book, and he has a quill, feather pen quill out there.
What's your business in Ironforge?
Basically, it's customs. Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's basically customs. And the dwarven guard looks to you all and says, Welcome to Forge Hammer. What is your business? And please sign your name here.
MICKUIMOUSE.
And kind of leans back, crosses his arms, and is waiting for you all to sign the book.
Is he waiting for us to introduce ourselves as we say that to check the name we're writing down, or is he? Well, he's expecting
He's
one of us.
watching. He's watching you guys, but he's just kind of waiting for someone to approach the table, and he's watching the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach and sign my name.
Okay, and he's looking particularly at the two dwarves too, by the way, like both you, Gozik, and Arir.
Well, do I know I've been booked? My family is like not allowed in.
I mean,
Did Coin Miner ever tell you that?
Yeah, did Coin Miner tell you, or does
I don't
does
think
he
he
know?
would have, so no.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So I'm gonna walk up and sign my real name.
Oh,
I thought we agreed you were staying on the ship.
you said that.
Nope, he got on the elevator. He got on the elevator with y'all. And does everybody else sign their name?
Yes.
Tazar signs something illegible.
Because.
By the way, you're getting
It's
the
a very
snake eye from the dwarf.
It's a very
Dwarven guard, by the way.
It's a very flourishy signature.
Thank you, Elf. But what he's looking at you too. He kind of gives you that scowl of, "Oh my God, it's an elf. What are you doing here?"
Cam's gonna sign his name in Draconic.
Okay. Draconic. Dragon Boy, you think you're funny writing your name in Draconic?
That's how it's spelled.
I know that's
Luckily,
how it's
I
probably
read
spelled. And he says, "Good day to you" in Draconic, by the way.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
If you work in customs, you need to know this shit in this fucking fantasy world.
And he looks through and he stops at Rear's name and he looks up and looks right, like dead in your face, Rear.
How's it going? And I'll say that in Dwarven.
What is your business here, Descom?
I'm following them.
Please tell me he's noticed boomsticks in our party as well.
He's noticed boomsticks there, and it's probably why he's hesitating for a second, because if the boomstick wasn't there, probably would have been bashing your face in her, to be completely honest.
In Dwarvish, Darius will count. He works for him. Going towards boomstick.
And you see him look towards the boomsticks, and in Dwarvish, she's like, hiring dusk helms now, their boomstick. And he laughs and he's like, yeah, he's actually not a bad worker. Yeah.
Bad construct guy.
Builds constructs, and he's actually better than any other dusk helm.
And in Sylvan, Cam's gonna go, I really need to finish that book.
Oh, you know Sylvan? What
Yes.
the fuck?
Yeah, you got a Sylvan book.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna want to borrow that from you once you're done. Or
Anyway,
I am done at this point.
They're conversing in the dialect of Dwarven that you guys don't understand. Like it's something that it's probably more house space than basic Dwarven. You're catching words here and there, but it sounds like someone that would be speaking freaking American English versus I don't know, freaking Creole English. I live in Louisiana and we have no idea what you're saying.
Would Star know?
Star's clan probably would, actually, and you working for Boomsticks as much as you did, you probably would have picked up on this anyway.
I've probably been in and out of Fort Chandler sometimes.
It's their trader speak per se. It's basically they've had to develop their own dialects to kind of keep stuff a little bit more secret down here in certain cases because everybody speaks Dwarvish here. So they have their own. They kind of had to develop their own sub-dialect within that. So what they're talking about is he's just trying to get an update of what's going on, with his family. Like he knows this custom agent, it seems. Just they're actually talking about personal stuff.
Well, if you travel as much as Duskhelm, he probably does.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's like, and Boomstick turns to all of you. He's like, well, hopefully we shouldn't have any problems, especially with the rear over here. I asked, and he looks to you, Rear, and to Tazar. He's like, I asked both of you to please don't do anything stupid while we're here. And he looks to Tazar.
Quirks an eyebrow at him. Like, really?
You're concerned about me over that?
Tazar doesn't actually say anything. He just gives him a pretty quizzical look.
And Boomstick's like, well, you see, Tazar, not everybody here is very accepting of elves. Just keep that in mind.
I think I haven't dealt with that before.
I know you've probably dealt with that before, but just keep that in mind. And then he's like, but you're not the one I'm worried about. And he just literally, you see the slow pan turns to a Rear as he says that, just slow pan looking.
The whole party is now looking at Rear.
What? What is it?
Promise me you are not going to blow anything up while you're here.
I don't blow everything up.
Custom officers, bomb!
We might just want to remove every bit of explosive from him.
Never.
You'd be here for a while.
As a Rear tightens his pants.
Boomstick laughs and he's like, you're gonna have to turn him over and shake him for about 10 minutes too to get all the freaking gunpowder off of him.
Carbon just kind of like, I'll do it.
At the
okay.
Hearing that,
see that.
hearing that his shit's about to be confiscated, he just starts shoving it down his pants.
What?
He's like, you're not taking this unless you want to go places where you probably don't want to.
Oh, Boomstick he does the whole, he's doing what I'm doing right now, taking his hands and just literally like almost face palming.
It's not the standard, like face palm covers the whole face. It's literally, you've got your index finger to one eye, your thumb to the other, and he's just leaning into his hand with his face.
Take them out of your pants there, Rear.
I'm keeping them, damn it.
You got
I won't blow anything up.
5 seconds before I grab you and hold you by your ankles and shake everything off of you.
You won't get it all.
You want to bet?
He will literally throw you around this area to get it all.
Rear is grasping his bag of holding and his pants. He's not giving his shit up.
Alright, and you see
Boomstick
kind of just like,
and
here we go.
Grabs the Rear by
Here
the
we
ankle.
go. Alright.
Yeah, he's still holding on. Not to Carbon, but to his shit.
Cash, roll me a strength check, and Minnie, I need you to roll a dexterity check for me.
Alrighty.
Actually, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 6.
Oh boy.
18.
Boy.
Oh yeah.
Ouch.
So you guys watch this as Carbon literally just grabs the Rear by the ankles, flips him over, and then just starts shaking him out. Just like in the air. And like you see a couple of dwarven merchants that were from like another dock come by, and they're just watching this as this Minotaur is literally shaking out this
They're
dwarf.
probably laughing. Like, what the hell has he done to piss off a Minotaur?
And in the process, Minnie, Rear loses. He drops the bag of holding on the floor, and you start hanging on as you're just being shook.
At this point, you're hanging onto your clothes to make sure they don't come off you as well.
I use Mage Hand to grab the bag of holding.
Okay. The Rear, do you have anything on your person other than the explosives that were in your pants? What is falling out as he's shaking you out?
Other than, well, I've got the 3 dynamite sticks left. Those are in my pants.
You just watch the 3 dynamic statistics.
He wasn't just happy to see us.
Nope.
Nope. Actually, surprisingly, I don't have any other, like, dedicated explosives, so we will just say a shit ton of, like, gunpowder, explosive dust, lighter fluid, just
Fuses.
kinda, yeah, like, starts spilling out all over the place. Like, it's not even well kept, it's just, like, he grabbed a pile of it with his hands and he just put it in the bag of holding and think, it'll be used
Pocket
later, it's fine.
gunpowder.
Basically,
Pocket
yeah.
gunpowder.
Instead of lint, it's just
God.
gunpowder.
So,
Gunpowder.
Boomstick's talking to the customs agent, and Rear, you don't hear this, but Gauze and Darius, he's like, we should probably get the hose too, and just spray him down just to make sure. And you see the customs guy walk behind, like, in the customs hut, pulls out this hose.
Darius
He's like, we usually use this for the livestock that come through here, but we'll just go ahead and crank this up. And they turn on the hose, and Carband, you put him down, and in a rear you just get sprayed with a very high pressure water shooting out of the hose.
My fucking shit. Powder. That's all he's got. Most of his
And the custom
explosives are gone.
agent has this biggest grin on his face. He's like, I never got to really do this to any actual person.
He's like,
This is a lot of
is
fun.
Great.
By the way, where did you find this guy?
Huh?
As he's talking, where did you find him?
Where we find a rear?
Yeah.
Is he just addressing us where we find him?
Yeah, as he's spraying him off.
Down in a mirror in a bar.
Huh. Interesting. And as he
Yes.
finishes up, he closes the hose off and puts it back away.
I think that's
And
the
Rear,
best bath he's
you're
had in
now-
years.
And Rear, you are now not being sprayed in the face anymore.
You're also very clean for once.
Yes.
Now we thought a rear was dark skin. No, that was just the gunpowder stuck to him. He's actually quite white.
I'm now gleaming white.
Yeah, his
So here's
skin's
the
not been
thing.
able to get any sun because of the layer of gunpowder. He's like fucking stark
Wait.
white.
Rear, I thought you were dark skinned.
Why would you think that?
Upon seeing this, it's just Darius's laughter just continues.
Oh, there goes all the gunpowder. We'll find more later.
As he hears that, you're gonna hear Boomstick. No, you will not.
But
We'll
I always
mind.
do.
Do we want to get a leash?
It's never exploded unintentionally while you guys have been watching.
That would be very demeaning, Gozik. It's an idea, though.
That sounds like the dwarves here would be on board.
And so today, as you can see on the end of my leash, it's a wild dusk helm. The rest of the dwarven people are like,
You should make money
Don't get too
doing
close.
that, by the way.
He's got dynamite.
That's how we treat it. We treat it like a sideshow, make some fucking money off a rare.
Come one, come all.
Alright, so this is what it looks like. Yes. Yes. And
Can
you
we sell
guys
it
are...
to the dwarven circus?
I mean... You could probably find one here in the town, so...
Ah!
This is what it looks like. You guys are entering here through 7, and the elevator's like this building out here. And there's one on each of these roads too, by the way. These roads lead into actual like tunnels and stuff as you guys look into the mountain. So, this is the city. Welcome to Forgehammer, guys.
We have arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Stone, and more stone.
We've arrived.
Just like Ho.
The rear's clean.
Hmm,
Thank
For
God.
now.
And the rear looks about 10 years younger too, by the way. just literally by getting sprayed off.
Well, at least the smell's gone. Well,
No, it'll come back. Is Boomstick? You guys will start walking into the city. It'll come back. It always does.
brilliant.
Anyway, and as you guys get through the gate, I need to go and check in with my family here, and I need to make some arrangements to meet with the king and whatnot. So
Have fun.
here's my card. Here's my here's actually my my symbol, and he hands you like a house symbol of his. Use this if you guys need to find a place to stay, and tell him it's on me.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
Now, don't do no funny business. I don't want to get a large alcohol bill because yes, drink plenty of alcohol, but I don't want you guys to go on a bender where you guys are not functional.
You don't have to worry
Agreed.
about the rest of us. It's just him indicating
How
towards
much
Chescal.
alcohol do you think you have in this city?
Enough to feed every dwarf's alcohol addiction.
Literally
About 5
every
times
Plus
dwarf.
over.
times 10.
Yeah.
Cam, every dwarf within a 50-meter radius just like stops, stares at you for 5 seconds, and then continues on.
They stop, they stare at you, they all laugh, and then they carry on walking.
As they're holding their freaking tankards of mead, as they're just walking around town. And Boomstick, do you actually ask that in character? I'm curious.
Yes.
Boomsticks looks to you and he's like, "So you haven't been here before, have you? Is this your first time here, Cam?"
Can't say I have.
Well, just for your information, we have 2 kinds of piping systems in here. We have the water system, and then we have the ale system.
Wow. Bathhouses must really stink after a while.
Not for the bathhouses.
Well, you don't have a sewer system.
We have a sewer system too. It goes down. But anyway, regardless, the ale will flow through the city pretty quickly, and it's pretty plentiful. So keep that in mind. And by
the
the
ale flows through the city is as quick as it flows through you.
they built the system so we would never run out.
Who needs to wait on someone to transport you a barrel
Think
when you have
that
a direct pipe?
about that works.
Make it
You don't
think. You make it seem like the brewery in the city is tiny. It is not.
Yeah, you think this is the castle over here? That's not the castle. That's not the castle right there.
That's the brewery.
That's the brewery. That's just one of them. That's the big one.
Why is the
And that-
brewery in the castle district?
Because there is a castle next to the brewery.
And that shit does not stop.
No.
That shit is
Anyway.
24/7.
The ale must flow.
Yep. Anyway, so you guys are here. Where would you all like to go? Or do?
I have a question for you, Waller.
Hmm.
The pre-cataclysm armor I recovered from Wizard McFuckface place.
Yes, in the dimensional house of the wizard. Yes.
Yes. Does it have any house symbols?
No, it does not. Not any current ones, at least.
Right. So I'm looking for their history division then. Cool.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna do? You want to go find the history division,
Yes.
or so, like an antique store?
they're like dwarves are very like they like to keep their history.
Yes.
Piece of the old is always good for them. They like to keep that. So whether it be a museum or just a historical society that they have, I don't know which one.
As you guys walk through the city, you kind of get through Northgate here, just like inside of Northgate, just inside the wall. You guys see that there's an antique arms and armor shop, which that's pretty common around here because we're dwarves. They build things, and you see it's open, and it's one of those shops. It's open pretty much 24 hours. Like you lose a lot of sense of time down here.
Yeah.
There's no real night and day cycle because you're underground. So every store around here is pretty much open all the time. They just rotate more shifts in and out to man the store or whatever they're doing. So you walk into this store and see a older dwarven gentleman. He's in his senior years. He has he's wearing older armor. What you can tell, it's probably something closer to what the guards are wearing. But it looks like it's like a couple of generations out of date. Yeah. But it has very similar design concepts and things from what the guards are running around here with. And you see him, he's like, how can I help you? In my horrible Dwarven accent. So, anyway.
Yeah, you fucking grunny bastard.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello there. During my travels, I managed to get my hands on what would appear to have been a pre-cataclysm set of dwarvish armor.
Interesting.
The symbols do not match any that I know of any house. So, as I guess there would be a symbol on like the helmet.
Yeah, there's on the helmet or like on the chest piece
So
that you had. If you grab the chest piece,
grab the entire set.
Yeah, you had the whole set. There would be a symbol on the chest, like on the chest piece itself and the helmet.
So I produced the helmet to show him.
Okay. And you should take the helmet, and he is wearing spectacles, and you see him kind of adjust them, and he looks at it. Huh. Would you be disappointed to know that this isn't Dwarven, or it used to be Dwarven?
What? That makes no sense. Used to be Dwarven.
Yeah, well, this house used to be Dwarven.
Used to be Dwarven.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I know where this is going. We're talking about the Deep Dwellers.
You would be correct.
Well, damn.
Surprisingly, where did you find this armor? I haven't seen a piece like this in probably 30 years.
You haven't sold one in 30 years with the exact symbol, have you? Maybe a crazy wizard?
No.
No?
It was on a expedition that I was signed to 30 years ago. We uncovered a small cache of Durgar armor and weapons and things, arms and armor. In one of the expeditions on one of the roads.
Well, the story behind this is we were dealing with a crazy wizard and he seemed to have this in a bit of a museum set up.
Maybe he's a historical. He likes history.
What we found there, yes. Say that.
Sort of is history.
What other pieces did you find there?
Well, I do have the entire set to go along with the helmet.
Well,
Yeah.
I can buy it from you if you want, or if you want to hold on to this, it's completely up to you, but it won't do you much good.
Well, there's a
Human.
size difference.
Yes. We could do a trade.
A trade.
Trade. I have an older set of human pre-cataclysm armor here. And he points to the corner, and it's your size. It's full old school. Looks like something that you would read like when you were a child about like knights and stuff. It's like that old school plate. It's like it's stuff that the humans that served within the Imperial Guard back in the old Elven Empire would wear. And it like heavy infantry and stuff like that. Old school plate armor.
Old school.
You ever see that natural one on perception meme?
Yeah.
With the knight in the armor?
Yeah.
Is it that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find me that meme. Now, out of character,
Yeah.
that armor, just standard plate armor, or
Yeah. It would be the same armor you have now. There would be no difference.
Yeah.
It's just more of the fact of you
plastic.
have dwarven armor, he has human armor that he probably hasn't been able to sell. So
Not that I'd really need armor. I am suspecting that the Crusaders at least kept their equipment.
yes. They had their
Yep.
equipment from their old orders, yes.
Don't just fucking say, get the fuck out, and before you go, we're stripping all your shit.
Yeah, no, they kind of took everything and left. So
So I don't have to worry about armoring them.
no.
Not really worth.
Well, I'd still buy it off of you then, if that's the case.
That would be fine.
How much are you willing? What is your price?
Now this is probably gonna get me really ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
But well, I'm not sure how much this would be valued at.
Please rip me off.
Ideally, what would you want?
Yeah, Cathay immediately went, yeah. Because that's basically what that was, wasn't it? I'm not sure how much this is. Ah. Time to rob him blind then.
Mm-hmm.
Why he's waiting for you to give what you want, and then we'll go from there.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say. That's twice what it's worth.
500,000.
Fucking hell. There's no way in hell that's gonna fucking roll.
1 billion.
$1 million.
All right, Dr. Evil.
Well, seeing it is plate armor and so old and not exactly standard dwarf, maybe along the lines of 1,000,
1,000
2,000
for the whole set.
the whole set.
All right, I'll take that deal. He sticks his hand out.
Fair enough.
You get 2,000 gold. And Brexit probably just realized that he probably got robbed blind. So
I know I got robbed blind. I have no idea how to value that. That's the thing. Because obviously
he's probably gonna get about 10K out of that, probably if he gets the right buyer.
Well, yeah, you have to look for a collector as well. But as an antique store, a lot of collectors come to you. Whereas for me, I really don't know that many fucking collectors. So
he's gonna earn every goddamn gold piece he's getting from that though, because he's gonna have to do a bunch of legwork. But yeah.
Oh yeah, he has to find the right guy. Has to find the person that's willing to buy it. But it was literally a situation then. I picked up the fucking player's handbook. I'm like, what the fuck is the base price of plate again?
Nothing in this world. Comparatively.
Basically that.
That one.
Basically that.
Oh, that's great.
Well, lucky are you?
So, is there anything else I can help you with today?
User disconnected from your channel.
Hi, Cash.
Hi, Cash.
My money.
It's my money and I need it now. I don't think selling the worm scales anywhere in the city is worth it, seeing as they're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So, that box of valuables was just standardized gem shiny things.
Yeah.
Would you know of well, I suspect you would know of many blacksmiths. One that maybe has willing to do human-sized armor or has some in stock.
He kind of chuckles at that. He's like, "Well, if you stick your head out there, a bunch of them, especially along this street here, it's pretty much one of the areas in Northgate here where we do a lot of that. You go and have enough money, they'll do anything for you. To be honest, doesn't matter who the customer is."
Jesus, sounds like I'm gonna fucking walk out and go, suck my dick. As long as I pay them enough.
Well, they're all starving for work because there's so many of them here, but they all make it usually. I mean, you walked into Blacksmith Capital too, like capital, probably the whole area. Like, there's a bunch here.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why I was asking whether there was any that stood out to him, not just the immediate surrounding.
I tend to not work with them because I tend to more buy ones that have been made thousands of years or a long time ago. There's a few nearby. They're nice people. They do good work. But they all are about the same quality.
Okay.
Just really depends on what you're wanting.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking that off my hands. It's been sat in my possession for a little while now.
I'll fine. I'll have probably a fun time trying to find a home for it. So, but y'all have a good day. and thank you for your business. Come back anytime. And he takes the arbor and he takes it to the back. Probably gonna go clean it up and
Better.
make it look better and make it more presentable and things like that. So,
Shiny, shiny, shiny.
yeah, lots of shiny. Alright, so we're in Forge Hammer. Walk outside. Anybody else want to do anything else while we're here?
I want to restock up on some Dwarven Ale.
Dwarven Ale? Well,
yeah.
You're in the right place.
You can go. You can go buy. So you can either go buy it from one of the taverns where they sell it, or you can go to one of the breweries direct and buy it from them.
I'm brewery direct for a rear.
Yeah, I'll join him. Make sure he doesn't
So
fuck
both
up.
of the dwarves are heading to the brewery. Do you go with them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably need a babysitter.
Yeah.
So, two dwarves and a dragon walk into a brewery. What are we doing?
Finding the highest proof alcohol and seeing if it burns.
This brewery is the it is the Brewcoat Brewery. That is the name on it.
Brewcoat Brewery.
Brewcoat Brewery.
All right, Arrear's interested in like a casket, something that will fit into the bag of holding, but that contains a lot.
You want a casket or a cask?
Cask.
Okay.
It's not a fucking casket.
Right.
I want my
a fucking casket of alcohol would be terrifying. Good God, you just gonna you buying it? You're just gonna open up and be like an alcohol vampire and just sleep in the casket with all the beer?
Hey, what can I say?
Eat, sleep, and breathe in beer.
Arrear dies of aspiration. That is how his PC dies.
He drowns.
He drowns in the casket while he's asleep.
He died a happy death.
So you do find brew coats. They do have as a brewery, they do have like a sample, like someone out giving samples of different different runs that they're doing, different flavors. You can pick what you buy. This is a it's almost like the ice cream store of breweries. Kind of pick what you want and they give it to you.
Okay.
So a lot of them are set up this way because hey, they want to sell it by the barrel. So, and hey, you're gonna come by and you usually buy a lot. So here you go.
All right. So I want to taste test a few of them.
So one of them you grab, and it's a very standard mead, but it has a maple taste to it.
Okay.
So maple, just maple flavored. The next one is actually has a spicy kick to it, like they put peppers in the beer.
Okay, I don't like that one.
You spit it out.
I'll drink it because it's alcohol.
I'm also taste testing with them.
Okay. So, Rue, do you actually spit it out or do you actually drink it?
No, it's sacrilegious to spit alcohol out, so...
Okay. He knows that rule, because he probably would have gotten kicked out. Another flavor is an orange flavor.
Orange Coca-Cola. Nope.
Okay.
And then they have their standard just ale too out there. Mead ale, yeah. No, they're not selling mimosas yet. Dwarven mimosas, yes. No, they're selling their version of frickin' Blue Moon, basically.
Arrear, how much for the Blue Moon one?
Well, that's the orange one.
Yeah, the orange one.
Well, it depends on what you want to buy. Per You want a cask, or do you want something a little bit smaller?
Will the cask fit into the bag of holding?
Well, I mean, they roll it out, and it's literally a barrel. I mean, this thing is a
What diameter is the
barrel
barrel?
that you kill it.
You
yeah,
won't be able to
can
fit much else, but
Yeah,
technically.
you could fit the barrel in there.
How much for the barrel?
For that, 125 gold pieces for the barrel.
Sold. Sold if they can
Okay.
help me fit it in the bag of holding.
So you try and fit this into the bag of holding, and all your other stuff start coming out of the bag of holding. As it's like
How much
like
does
you're
this
trying. The barrel itself's probably about 10 pounds,
That's it.
maybe 15 pounds.
No way in hell.
No way in hell.
No way in
Oh.
hell is a full-size fucking barrel 15 pounds. Maybe if it was empty.
What dimensions are we talking about here? Like,
It's 31 gallons.
I mean, it has to be
5
less than
gallons.
2 feet in diameter.
Wine barrel.
I don't know. I was trying to do math in my head. Okay, if it's more, it's more. I don't. Whatever.
Okay.
160.
Sounds
A
about
half
right.
keg.
Total
weighs
weight when
100
full, 600 pounds for a full-size barrel.
Oh no, like. Okay, so full size barrel is 600 pounds. Okay,
All right.
so 600 pounds. There you go. There's your answer.
Holy fuck, the bag of holding can't fit, actually even use that, because I can only hold up to
Nope.
500 pounds.
Yep.
Mind you, a full-size barrel will be as tall as a rear is.
We have smaller barrels.
Do they have, like, half-size
They're
ones?
3 feet tall.
They have like the little like. They have like a little. I would say like a 3-foot barrel by like 1.5 foot barrel. It's like a little small one that you could literally throw it like a football.
Kind of like half
That's
the
small.
size.
Not even
So-
half. It'd be more like
3 foot
3/4
by
of the
18?
size. No, 3 foot. 3
Or
foot
18
by like
inches.
a foot. Yeah.
What's the weight on it?
Let Campier do the calculations because apparently I can't calculate math. So
Yeah,
I'll bring out the fucking calculator.
probably be like that would probably be like the 30-pound range somewhere. Probably.
You're funny.
Funny.
I mean, if it's 20%,
Okay, 26 inches squared. Or no, not squared. Divide by 2. Then squared. Times pi. That divided by 8.
It'd be like 8 gallons. It'd be like water jug size. Like you put on like one of those little office like water dispensers.
oh, perfect.
So
That's going to be about, I think, a foot diameter by probably 2 feet height.
8 gallons probably.
Oh, it's more than that.
£80. There you go.
It'd only be like 300 pounds. Not sure we're
Yeah.
getting 80, but for a
No, we're talking about like the 8-gallon like water jugs that you use for water jugs at like the offices that you get like delivered. So
a standard wine barrel is 26 apparently 26 inches by 36.
18.92 liters.
yeah.
5-gallon, a 5-gallon one.
So you can get that one for about 25 gold. Many.
Sweet, I'll take 2.
Okay.
I'll take 1.
Okay.
I'll keep taking it in the standard ale.
Standard ale mini.
I went with the orange.
Okay, orange. Has like a tangy aftertaste to it. Almost
So
like tastes like it kind of has. It almost tastes like Sunny D. To a point.
Which
So yes,
which one
it
is this
mo-
again?
This is the
For reference, it's this. Oh, hang on, let me get the fucking link.
There's the fucking link over here.
All right.
Oh.
Camber, are you gonna buy anything here? This isn't your style.
Probably just gonna look for whatever is strongest.
I mean, they're all pretty damn strong.
I didn't ask strong, I said strongest. That way he can use it to cut some other wine with.
So they call it like the dwarven ghost pepper ale, and it's like almost like it's pretty damn close to 100, like 99 proof. It is almost like drinking like freaking hand sanit, like
Practically fucking
hand alcohol.
Everclear.
Yeah, basically Everclear. And somehow you do taste it, and it doesn't taste like, you don't taste the alcohol at all. Like they mask that stingy taste. But you take a little sip of it and it hits you pretty quick. It, like, one sip of this thing would probably get a normal man of Darius's build probably drunk with one sip. That's how freaking strong it is. Especially because Darius probably doesn't drink too often, so he's probably not super built up to that. So chug it. Wolf. I mean, if he chugs the sample, he is gonna have to roll a Constitution saving throw. So
Me? Yeah, probably.
yeah.
If it's fucking Everclear along those lines, then yeah, probably would.
That's the strongest they have.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's get some of that.
Look how much you're gonna buy. Same dimensions that Mini got.
How many liters did you get, Mini?
Each
5 gallon.
Yes.
A wooden
Yeah,
version
one of
of
those.
Okay.
a wooden version of whatever he put in chat.
Well, it's still like, it has the shape of it's still a barrel. It's just that dimension of a barrel to hold that much. And
It's a 5-gallon barrel instead of a 55-gallon barrel.
Yeah.
Chum.
Dwarves don't sell lube, okay?
Oh, that's what you're referencing.
Uh-huh. Anyway, any more alcohol purchases?
I'm sorry, you started off with 55-gallon drum. It's like,
I mean, a full-size wine barrel is actually, I think, a little bit bigger than that.
Like 75, I think. I've seen them 75s, but anybody else for alcohol? All right, Darius, back to you, sir.
Okay.
60-gallon, apparently.
What are you looking for? Instead of blacksmith, what do you want? What are you looking for?
That's exactly what I've been going through the book and fucking homebrew for a while.
Oh, Canthier, by the way, 75 gold for you. For the strong stuff. Like, if you probably poured this on somebody, enough of it, you could probably burn their skin with it. That's how pretty hardcore alcoholic this thing is. For alcohol content. It burns! Yeah, you could probably light it on fire, too.
Oh, I could definitely light it on fire. Like 40 proof is enough to light on fire.
Snap your
This
fingers for
shit you
friction
could
heat
probably
alone.
make into napalm. This shit you could probably turn into napalm. Which would be terrifying. Honestly, that might be an idea.
How much
I've
did that
already
weigh, by the
thought
way?
of it.
How much did it weigh?
Mm-hmm.
What did we say for yours, Mini? How much did it weigh? 50, 80 pounds?
150, I think, each.
150.
For
Weight
a 5
or
gallon?
cost?
Damn.
No, weight.
Wait.
5 gallon. 5 gallon will be about probably 45 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 45, 50 pounds, somewhere in that range. Ugh.
Alcohol is lighter than water.
Yeah. Just by a little bit.
Don't know by how much, but it's lighter.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Darius, you find out what you want yet? The dog says no.
Dog is
Oh yeah, that's another thing I gotta look for.
Dog food.
Dog treats.
What?
found it.
Steak tips. You found it?
Can't
Was
do
he
what you say?
What was the SRD for 5th edition?
SRD is a source reference document. It's a very generalized term for anything that is core.
Yeah.
It means not homebrew.
Well, yeah, this is a core item then.
You can look on D&D Beyond, might have most everything in the core. SRD on that wiki site should probably have everything too. So,
Pretty much.
yeah.
So, what I am looking for in your Weller
Mm-hmm.
that
Okay.
I feel like it is the no. I feel like it is a good
Okay.
idea.
So,
It's just
a full
like
set of that, and you go talk to the guy. You walk by one, and he specializes in armor. That would probably cost you for a full set, probably 4,500.
4,500.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's
It is pretty good armor.
yeah, and that's to make it into human form on top of that too.
Yeah.
So
What's its AC?
20.
22.
20?
mm-hmm.
So it's plate, so it has 18, and then it is
Gives you a
bonus to
+2
2.
bonus.
I have a +2 from my shield, so that would put me to 22.
Hey, you'll have more armor than me now.
Yeah, it's great that you have, more armor than me when you're not in the front fucking line.
Hmm.
A lot of attacks hurt. A lot of attacks going over 20 these days. I need AC that can keep up.
Because guess what? It's not going to get any better from here, boys and girls.
I'm just stood there, just blocking hits of the shield. And every now and again, just one comes through. Ow. Ow. So, 4,500. have to finance the order, but that doesn't work out so well if I end up dead.
He can have it done within a week. Actually, they're pretty quick. He's got more than one person working on stuff, so they could probably get you done. As long as they don't get slammed by another priority order or anything, they could get it done in a week.
Well, they can get it done in a week, and yeah, I'm willing to pay it if they can get it done in a week. So,
You have any special requests on it? Any detailing? Yes.
As Darius will reach into a sort of belt pouch, pull out this bit of tattered fabric, lay it on. I would like symbol placed on the armor.
Or on the chests? In the middle of the chest, up in one of the corners. Is there a specific location, or just
on the shoulder?
On the shoulder. Okay. You are just gonna space brain this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have the tab art that does the symbol for the thing, but mine's dirty and fucking tattered. I need to fix that.
Well, we'll get work on it, and we'll let you know. We'll let you know when we get close.
Thank you. Darius will.
Or come by in a few days and check on it. Be more of the better of the two.
That works too. Darius will be leaving, going, I'm a little bit safer.
Maybe.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
All right. Ninny, is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's my phone, cat. My phone.
No, I can't think of anything.
All right. So I think we're gonna probably put a bookmark in it here before we move the story too much on. We got the Forge Hammer. Did some shopping. We're just missing Cash and Bilotti. Cash was like super tired, so that's why he hopped off. But I don't want to advance the story too much without them being here. So I think we'll put a bookmark in it here. I think we got. I mean, it was a shorter session, but we got stuff done. So
maybe say we found a place to stay with
yeah, we'll I'll just go
night
ahead
and start the next day.
Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. So
we'll hand wave that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much it, boys and girls.
All right, stream time down.
Nope.